Alrighty, this is I guess this is week 5 for us working on the jet boat. So got everything welded up last Friday. All the railings on, dog hose, all the stringers, every piece really, except you just got to do the hinges for the front door and motor mounts and battery brackets and all those kind of seat bracket stuff. So we got the Seadoo in here. Like I said before, it's the Seadoo 2012 RXP Supercharged. It's got 125 hours on it and freshly rebuilt supercharger. It was part of the deal when we bought it. So I'm gonna start tearing that apart today and see how it goes. Looked pretty good when we bought it. The hull had like 0 scratches on it. The impeller is super fresh. But yeah, we'll find out what's going on when once we start taking it really apart. Hey. So we got the pump off and a lot of the exhaust out, and I'm just trying to take off the drive shafts. So just got the C-clip out. Got all the ECU shit unhooked up front, pulled through top of the motor. Got everything we think we can do unhooked and about to lift it up. So we tried to get the motor out without cutting anything. Now it's just stuck. And yeah, breaking out the sawzall and the vacuum. So we got the motor out. 260 horse right here. All right, we just put our pump in and we're trying to get the distance to cut this. So we just kind of roughly mocked up where the carbon seal boot goes. And so we're gonna cut the intake to this mark here and then it should be good to go. Then we can really start lining up the motor to build the motor mounts. Okay. Motor is dry fitted with wood. Pretty aligned. Spline is in there. Goes in pretty easy. So this is what's going on now. We got our hands on an alignment tool, a proper one. And we picked up 4-inch square tubing. We're just making the motor mounts now. They're gonna go under there. Just silicone, the pump, the transom, and the intake. We got the Sikaflex 291. Did you do the bottom of it? Well, after a couple hours of shimming, we have finally got the motor aligned.
Happy times.
In and out like butter.
There's some butter right there.
Yeah. I'd like to say that was easy and it didn't take long, but it did. And that was a bit messed up. Just got the motor installed. She's all lined up, bolted down. Made these motor mounts. Have some shims in there. And just finished putting these in. Nice hinge. These actually slide off. Okay, so we're just trying to figure out where to mount, you know, the muffler. We already had to cut this pipe a bit on the muffler to give us some room on the transom, and now we're trying to mount the intercooler coming out of the supercharger over in that corner, I guess, and our fuel tank's gonna go here.
God damn.
So we actually got one piece of our intercooler on, which is kind of sweet. So we're just working on our plumbing for everything. We kind of got our exhaust gonna go out over here, I think. And then we got the intercooler fitted over on this side. And then I don't think this hose isn't gonna stay. That's gonna be one of our coolant lines to our heat exchanger that we're gonna build some brackets and put up here. And then beside it is gonna be this sand trap, which we're gonna put here. And then that goes straight fed from the pump in a sand trap. Intercooler, heat exchanger, exhaust manifold, and so yeah, we've managed to do almost all our plumbing with the stock piping and stuff. So got my bracket in with little hooks and just riveted it on. That's the intercooler strapped in. Little tabs. So we got everything pretty much mounted in where we want it to go. Heat exchanger, intercooler, coolant reservoir, and then the sand trap. So just picked up the hose, all the fittings, and gonna start plumbing in the lines. Just routed all the plumbing for the water in, water out, coolant in, cooler out. Got all the hose clamps on all the hoses, and yeah, gonna cut out the hole for the exhaust next. All right, just about to drill out the biggest hole in the boat other than the pump for our exhaust. We're coming out pretty high, but putting this piece on the outside so it comes down, so it'll be going down here. And that's it. There's a hole, a couple more pieces of tubes. Pretty much what we got going on is the motor all mounted, all the brackets have been made, just finished the exhaust bracket and piped it out. And now we're moving on to the helm, kind of getting the dash template going. Just got the steering column clamped in and we're trying to get the height. Got these old seats from my dad's rally car. Trying to find the seating position and dash and helm.
Trying to get there. Going gate and trim controls down here.
So just welding up the fuel tank. TIG welding it so it's fully watertight, fuel tight, obviously. Can't have any leaks. And that's it. Tank is fully welded, all the flanges on, breather, pump, filler. Had to fill some of these old holes. But I was definitely maxing out the old Miller 220 on the TIG doing this, so I had to take a break yesterday and come back to it today. So I just drilled out the hole for the harness to come into the cluster for the gauges here. Yeah, that. Bring in all the wiring, easy money. And I just gotta weld this in. Hopefully get that done tonight.